Hello, good afternoon everyone, and I am going to explain harmonic analysis on converters. So, in harmonic analysis of converters, I am going to explain first harmonic analysis on DC side of converter, that is DC side of converter. So, first I will take a 2-pulse rectifier. 2-pulse rectifier or simple a 2-pulse diode rectifier. So, let us consider a 2-pulse bridge rectifier. This is our load. Diode D1, D2, D3, D4, and this is our AC supply. If we draw the waveform of output voltage, then the output voltage waveform is that is during first mode when T1, D1 and D2 are on, and that is when D3, D4 are on. This is instant pi, this is instant 2 pi. At the DC side of rectifier, we want pure DC, but this is not a pure DC, this is a pulsating DC. Pulsating DC. Pulsating DC. That is the main disadvantage of rectifier, that will inject harmonics into the supply system or ripples into the DC side. So now we will convert that waveform into a pure DC plus the sum of harmonics. That is our first harmonic. That is second harmonic. And sum of harmonics. For all the DC loads, this is useful for us, and all these are useless harmonics. So we require only this at the DC side of rectifier, because this is the perfect DC. So this is our useful load. Useful load. Now how can we estimate harmonics on the DC side of converter? If we will calculate the RMS value of that waveform, the RMS value of that waveform is VOR is equal to under root of V naught square, because this is a unit step waveform, the RMS and average value for step waveform is same, V naught square plus RMS value of all these harmonics, V01 square RMS plus V02 square RMS plus V03 square RMS plus all these harmonics. In order to calculate the voltage ripple factor, we will square the term on both sides. VOR square is equal to V naught square, V01 RMS ka square, similarly V02 RMS square. Now what is useful load for us? That is V naught. So VOR square minus V naught square is equal to by taking under root on both sides, and dividing by V naught, that is our useful load. That term is our voltage ripple factor. VRF. What is this? Voltage ripple factor. Voltage ripple factor. Now what is voltage ripple factor? It is the measure of harmonics on DC side of converter. It is the measure of harmonics or ripples on DC side of converter. So VRF is VOR by V0 square minus V0 by V0 is 1. What is this RMS by average? This is form factor. Form factor. So VRF is basically the under root of form factor square minus 1. Form factor square minus 1. Now what is the significance of this form factor? Significance of form factor. The value of form factor for sinusoidal waveform is 1.11. If we reduce this form factor, as the form factor is reducing, voltage ripple factor will reduce, which means harmonics are reduced on DC side. So if form factor is reducing and approaching unity, if form factor is unity, then what is VRF? That is equal to 0. VRF is 0 if the form factor is unity. Form factor is unity means RMS and average value are same, and RMS and average value are same for pure DC wave. If we want perfect DC at the output, its RMS and average value are same, and that is only possible when form factor is equal to 1. If form factor is reducing and approaching unity, then smoothness of waveform towards DC increases, which means harmonics are reduced. Harmonics are reduced. Now what are the qualities of a perfect DC? Qualities of perfect DC. Its form factor is equal to 1. Form factor is equal to 1. Form factor 1 means RMS and average value are same. RMS and average value are same for pure DC waveform. If that is our output, that will contain 0 ripples or harmonics on the DC side. In the similar way, we will estimate the harmonics on AC side of converter, that is at the input side of rectifier or output side of inverter. Now I am going to explain harmonic analysis on AC side of converter, that is the input side of rectifier or output side of inverter. Harmonic analysis on AC side. Of converter. That is the output side of inverter. So if we consider the previous RMS value of waveform, that is equal to VOR is equal to under root of V0 square plus RMS value of fundamental harmonic component. Similarly, RMS value of second harmonic component up to nth harmonic. Now for all the AC load, only the fundamental is necessary for useful work. That is our fundamental component. That is responsible for useful work. So now VOR square is equal to V naught square, that is our average waveform, this is our useful work, this is responsible for useful work on AC side. Now VOR square minus all these are useless harmonics. Harmonics only produce the pulsating torque and that will overheat the machine windings, so that is not required for us. Harmonics. Now if we divide that equation by fundamental component of RMS voltage, that term is THD. THD is total harmonic distortion. So what is THD? It is the measure of harmonics on AC side of converter. AC side of converter. So THD is equal to total RMS voltage divided by RMS voltage of fundamental component minus 1. Now there is a term that is distortion factor. What is distortion factor? That term is distortion factor. Distortion factor is denoted by G. It is the ratio of fundamental RMS to total RMS. Total RMS. Either in terms of voltage or in terms of current. Fundamental RMS divided by total RMS. If we apply the value of G here, then THD is 1 upon G square minus 1 under root. That is the measure of harmonics on AC side of converter. If we look at that expression, then the total RMS is sum of average value plus fundamental component. Similarly, the second harmonics, third harmonics up to nth harmonics. So G value is always less than 1. G value is always less than 1. If G value is less than 1, that's why THD is always greater than 1 for AC waveform. Now, if G value is increasing and approaching unity, then THD is what? 0 on the AC side of converter. That is, if we have only fundamental component on the AC side, then total harmonic distortion is 0, which means no harmonics in perfect AC. If G value is increasing and approaching unity, then THD reduces. THD reduces. And G value is 1 only for pure sinusoidal waveform. In that way, we will estimate the harmonics in DC side of converter or in AC side of converter.